Hi, I'm Frances Good and welcome to Good Yoga and Massage. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel where I focus on giving yoga tutorials and some self-massage techniques. Today I'm going to be working you guys through a 20-minute full body scan. This is a really lovely thing to start to bring in towards your practice once you start to feel comfortable just coming to have some still time lying on your back. So just my recommendation would be find a nice comfortable lying down position. If you rather take these from a seated position, that's absolutely okay. But definitely if you're new, think about just getting in towards your bed or lying on your yoga mat if that's where you feel most mentally and physically comfortable. Think about, do you need a slight support cushion underneath your neck or underneath your head? When you come to lie on your backs, does it start to feel a little bit uncomfortable in the lower spine? If so, place the feet on the mat nice and wide and allow the knees to knock in towards one another. Or even nicer would be placing a big bolster or just rolling up a cushion and placing it underneath both knees. Essentially, you want to be as physically comfortable as possible, as definitely for me, taking these sorts of longer meditations, longer mindfulness tutorials can be quite hard for my mind to stay comfortable. So making sure my body is as physically comfortable as possible is an absolute essential. So once you've made sure that you're nice and comfortable, you've got as many clothes on as you need to have, maybe a blanket covering you to keep you nice and warm, just come to close your eyes. And just take a moment with your eyes closed to recheck in with your body and make sure it's feeling comfortable. As much as possible, once we start sinking into a slightly more relaxed meditative state, it's really important to try and ensure that even though you will get those temptations to scratch your chin or scratch the back of your neck or fiddle, put socks on, put a jumper on, to try and avoid it and just try and stay still with your body. Those itches, those urges will pass, and allowing your mind to get there is a really important skill to learn. So now you've decided that you are nice and comfortable, you've made any adjustments you need to make, take a moment to focus on your breath. Don't try and change it, don't try and adapt it. Don't try and work out if it's good or bad, just notice what's happening. Does it travel up and towards your chest? Does it pass a little bit lower down, underneath the sternum? Or do you feel it in towards your belly? Does your chest rise and fall as you breathe, or does your stomach rise and fall? Is it quite quick or quite slow? Which is longer, your inhale or your exhale? And just start to have an understanding of what your base rate is. And hopefully the more we do this video, the more you'll notice your breath learns to slow and settle. For now though, try and send the focus in towards your belly. So imagine there's a balloon in your belly and you're trying to inflate it as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, you just allow the air to pass back out. Again, lovely deep breath in, feel the balloon in your belly inflate. And exhale, breathe out, feel the belly deflate. One more really deep breath in, focus on the belly inflating. And exhale, focus on the belly deflating. And at points during this, I'll bring you back to that focus, and I'd like you to be able to check in and notice whether the breath has passed back into your chest or whether you can keep it in the stomach. And as much as possible, the lower down the breath can be, the more oxygen your body is absorbing, and the more oxygen, the happier your body will be. And therefore, the easier you'll find it to stay in this. So again, notice now that you've moved the direct attention away from the count of the inhale, what's happened? Is the breath slower or faster now you're breathing into the belly? And let's try and slow it down. So everybody just allow any air inside your lungs to pass out. And then take a deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Again, breathe in this time for 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And try and keep this pace of the breath at 6 counts if you possibly can. It may feel like it's incredibly slow for you. Don't worry, your breath will get used to it. Or perhaps it feels like it's actually a little bit too fast. But I would encourage you to keep it at 6 counts, as we're not trying to breathe so fast that we stimulate the body. Neither are we wanting to breathe so slowly that we completely fall asleep. I want this mindful-based meditation not to be about you falling to sleep, but about you falling into true awakeness, really being aware of what is going on in your body, physically being wide awake, but also being calm and focused on your body. So send the focus back to the breath, allow all of your air to pass out, and again we'll breathe in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you have a clock in your room and you can hear the ticking hand of the second. If that is in your space, just allow that to be a metronome in the back of your mind so that you'll start to find that focus. For now though, we're going to move the direct attention away from the breath, but I always want a subliminal part of your mind to be focusing on this count and on the belly. We're going to send the focus down towards the left big toe and become really aware of the entirety of the left big toe. The toenail, all the way around the edges of the nail, the tip of the toe, around to the pad of the toe. Send the focus around the long part of the toe that joins the nail down towards the knuckle. And then you're going to slowly send the focus between the big toe and the second toe, that little dip. Now, as we're going to start to send the focus around the body, I would recommend breathing in and imagining there's a colour that passes all the way through your respiratory system, and that colour, the oxygen, passes through the blood system all the way down through whatever limb we're focusing on, and right now to the big toe. And allow that colour to just be the oxygen passing in towards that blood vessel, as the oxygen we're breathing in really is physically being sent to every cell of the body. I pick a blue as that makes the most sense for me in terms of oxygen being air, but if another colour feels more obvious to you, go with that one. So we're sending that colour, the focus down between the area between the big toe and the second toe. Slowly the focus will move up the second toe, round the front of the toenail to the pad of the toe, the tip of the toe, and all the way down the other side like a roller coaster to the gap between the second toe and the third toe. Your mindfulness roller coaster passes all the way up towards the tip of the third toe, and imagine your colour being travelled around the third toenail, between the toenail and the back of the toe. So not just surface level, really focus on the structures going on inside the body. And then send your focus down the ridge of the third toe, between the third and the fourth, back up towards the tip. This time I want you to focus on the bone of the fourth toe. Try and imagine you're focusing on each of the teeny tiny little bones that create your fourth toe. Send the focus, the colour, back towards the part between the fourth toe and the little toe. All the way around the little toenail. And then notice how easy it is to send your focus back towards your big toe, your second, third, fourth and fifth, as we've really brought each of those parts of the body into real awakeness. Now send the focus along the back of the ridges of the toes, down the sole of the foot, in towards the arch. And as the colour moves in towards the arch, you may feel that colour or the mindful awareness moving into the outer edge of the left toe, the left leg, a left foot I mean. And as you feel that focus moving around, move it to the top of the foot. Send your colour, your focus, around the top of the foot to the heel. Focus on what it feels like inside the foot. Focus what it feels like on the surface of the foot. Connect the foot to the ankle, the pointy part on the outside and the softer part on the inside. And then just re-find your breath and count for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your colour or your focus all the way down the front of the shin bone. Imagine the focus moving through the bone all the way round towards the muscles of the calf, the muscles of the shin. Sending your focus to skin level, the front of the lower leg, the sides of the lower leg, the back of the lower leg. Imagine the colour or the mindfulness or the breath or whatever it is you're focusing on to travel towards your knee, circling around the top, the back, the inner and the outer edge of the knee, all the way through the center where the ligaments join the bones together. Bring the focus back to the breath for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the focus all the way up the front of the thigh, down the inner edge of the thigh, the back of the thigh, maybe it rests on a pillow or rests on your yoga mat, the outer edge of the thigh. Send your colour or your focus to the muscles and the skeleton on the inner edge of the thigh. As you continue to breathe, move in towards the inner groin. As you move past the inner groin, move underneath the pelvis. Move between the legs as you breathe nice and deeply. And as we pass over towards the right leg, we'll move down towards the right big toe. The toenail, the back of the right big toe. Continue to imagine you could send the breath between the big toe and the second toe, around the toenail, the back of the toe, the front, the bone, down between the fourth toe, the second toe and the third toe. Feel the breath continue to move, and then send your focus over towards the fourth toe and the little toe together, combining the two this time. Noticing how before you could only focus on one toe, and now the mind is able to focus on more. As you continue to breathe, focus on the sole of the foot. Imagine your colour moving in towards the top of the foot, the arch and the outer edge, all the way through the skeleton of the foot, the muscles. Breathing, imagining your colour passing into your heel of the foot, the ankle, the pointy outer edge, the softer inner edge. As you breathe, send your focus up the front of the shin, the back of the calf, through the muscle, along both edges. Return the focus for a moment towards the breath and take a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and check it's still moving into the belly rather than the chest. Noticing how easy it is to bring the focus back to the right calf, and we'll pass up to the kneecap. Focusing on the area underneath the kneecap, where the lower leg bone and the upper leg bone meet together. Round to the back of the knee. Breathing as you focus up the back of the thigh, to the inner, the outer edge of the thigh, and all the way to the top. Imagine your colour is moving all the way through the muscles of the thigh, and back to the groin, to the pelvic floor between the legs, and now focusing on both of the buttocks cheeks, the left glute, the right glute. Sending the focus to the left hip bone and the right hip bone, across your pubic bone. And we'll start to breathe, focus back in towards the belly. Taking a deep breath in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you breathe, continue to focus on the breath, but we'll send the breath to the outer edges of the hips where it starts to become the waist. Around towards the lower spine, the small of the spine where your tailbone meets. As you breathe, send the colour all the way up the entire vertebrae of the spine, all the way from the tailbone to the back of the neck, just on the bony structure. And then breathe, focus the colour around the back, from the back to the fronts of the rib cage, starting with the lowest rib, moving to the next rib. And as you continue to breathe, focus one rib at a time, focusing on the lungs that are encased inside the ribs, until the focus moves all the way up to the collarbones, and you continue to breathe deeply. Even though the focus is on the chest, continue to send the breath in towards your belly, and we'll move the focus towards the left armpit, the top of the left shoulder, the back of the left shoulder towards the shoulder blade. As you breathe, send the focus or your colour down the front of the left arm, your bicep, around the back of the left arm, your tricep. As you breathe, imagine the skin of the elbow, the bones of the elbow, the inner edge of the elbow. Continue to send the colour down the left forearm, the front, back, and both sides, down to the wrists, and try and imagine each of the little wrist bones. Breathing and sending your colour to your palm. Maybe your palm is facing up or down. Maybe you found such a sense of stillness you're not sure if your palm is up or if it's down. That's even better. As you breathe, focus on the thumb, the left index finger, down between the left index finger and the second finger, to the third finger and the little one, the back of the hand. Send your focus back up to your collarbones and across towards your right armpit. Breathing and focusing on the top of the right shoulder, down the front of the right arm and the back. And as you breathe, send your colour or your focus or your breath, whatever's helping you, into your elbow. Continuing to breathe into your belly for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing the colour back to the elbow and the right forearm, swerving between the front and the back like a zigzag, a seesaw, and then down to the right wrist, the thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger, across the entirety of the palm and the back of the hand. Send the focus back all the way up through the right arm towards the collarbones, and now we'll focus on the neck. Focusing on the front of the neck where the voice box lies, down the sides underneath both of the ears. Feel where the neck meets the base of the skull. And then as you breathe, imagine the colour moving all the way, radiating from the base of the skull, like a rainbow, round the back, to the sides, to the top, all the way round to the temples and the forehead. Keeping the forehead soft and the ears released. Sending the focus to the eyebrows, the eyeballs, the arch of the nose, the tip of the nose, the nostrils. As you breathe, focusing on the inner edges of the cheeks and the outer edges. The tongue as it lays softly in the mouth. The lips as they come to touch, and the chin. The base of the chin. And then resending the focus back in towards the nose, down through the nostrils, in towards the belly. Focus on the left leg, the right leg, the left arm, the right arm, the front of the body and the back, the neck and the head. focusing on the entire front of the body, the entire back. And then as you breathe in, imagine the colour rippling through the entirety of your body. Taking a deep breath in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to focus on the belly rising and falling, rising and falling, rising and falling. Enjoying the stillness of the body, the resting of the mind, keeping the eyes closed. And then gently send the focus to the left thumb. Come to bring the left index finger and the thumb to touch the first bit of movement in the body. Notice how slowly it takes for the body to learn to wake up again. The right index finger and the right thumb. The fingers move, the toes wriggle. Pointing the entirety of the left leg, the entirety of the right leg. Stretch the left arm behind you, the right arm behind you. Pull the left knee to the chest, the right knee to the chest. Slowly roll to the left-hand side and pause there. Take a deep breath in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bring yourself up. Keep your eyes closed in your seated position, ensuring you're nice and comfortable. Release your chin to your chest. Take the final inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the eyes and lift the head. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you're feeling very relaxed now. That coupled up with the moon salutation video is a really lovely way to have an end to the day or starting the day following this with the sun salutations. As ever, please do like and subscribe. Give me any comments or feedback in the comments below. Share with friends and family and have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.